Hey LARPerinos! We do have some new spear news from Calimacil. So obviously you guys are aware that Calimacil are pretty much the only guys that make the telescoping spearheads. And for years you have been used to the one that looks like this. This is now called the Model B. To it, we have the old design that we haven't seen since like 2011, the Model A. And the one that is just terrifying on a number of levels, the Model C. I'll leave you to make your own comments in the comment section down below. We've already made them here. So, the very first thing to note is that there's now this new bit of plastic shaft around the end of the telescoping spearheads because they've changed the way that the telescoping mechanism actually works. Previously, you would attach the telescoping head to a piece of dowel and it would sort of retract into itself. That no longer works. If you've got it just at the end of the thing and you're just pushing down, oh look, it doesn't telescope at all. What you need to do these days is actually get a piece of dowel or tubing, get a piece of tubing or a piece of dowel that you have created a socket into, in which you can now insert that section. Now, the benefit to this is that the telescoping mechanism actually does telescope a good 4 or 5 centimeters longer than previously did. And I have a feeling, I obviously haven't had a chance to test one of these to destruction yet, but I have a feeling that the new telescoping mechanism is also significantly less prone to the springs breaking or locking up inside, just from the way that it's designed. I will be entirely honest, I am a little bit concerned about the quantity of bubbles that are showing up inside of the plastic sheath on the outside, and it's not just that one. They all sort of show that kind of bubbling. Even this one, lots of little bubbles there. So, I mean, generally speaking, bubbles inside of these sort of materials is not a great sign, but again, they are brand new. Let's see how they go on the battlefield. And again, they do have significantly more give, provided that you create them correctly. Now, part of that also goes to the whole thing that spears need to be padded up the top section of the haft just underneath where the spear mounts, and that's become a lot more complicated because of the way that these need to join up. Oh, that's another quick thing. I'm really, honest to God, I haven't had a chance to try it out, but I would recommend that you probably put in another extra spring just on top of that section if you are using a piece of dowel that you have created a recessed socket to make sure that the telescoping section goes into. So, that aside over, we now also have these really cool covers from Calimacil, which, if I am being 100% honest again, they are basically super extra fancy pool noodle. Where they differ from just regular pool noodle is that this is a much denser foam, so it's not going to just collapse and crumble. Also going to make it much easier to adhere things to repaint it, and it does come in a range of colors. So we've got this nice bright red, we've got just a standard steel look, and then we've even got like a wood tone one. There's a couple of other colors available. Oh, a second, I'll get the wood tone out of the bag so you can get a better look. Because the wood tone one really does look like wood. So if you're using, like a nice bit of oak or something, or some other similar heavy wood as your shaft, and you don't want to lose the really cool effect of the wood grain, this is a really good substitute. Now, this stuff is super soft, but it's also still really freaking tear resistant. So if you are concerned at all about the look and the quality of the padding at the end of the new way that you're going to have to construct the spears, these are a fantastic option. Otherwise, people have been making safe spear halves for years. Hop online, get some advice from some of the online forums.